Let it out. Ready.
If you're taking notes, and I encourage you to do so today, if you're taking notes, I want you to write this down. We are not a body with a soul. We are souls with bodies. I want to say that again. You are not a body with a soul. You are a soul with a body. When God created man in Genesis chapter 2, verse 7, here's what it says. And the Lord God formed man out of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. We became a living soul when the Lord breathed his breath into our nostrils. And so we are not a body with a soul. We are a soul with a body. Now, why does this matter? Why is this important? The reason why this is important is because most people give the majority of their attention to their physical bodies, and they almost ignore or neglect the soul. That's important. We have to give attention to the soul, but most of the time we give all of our attention, or the majority of our attention, to the physical body. But in this series, we're going to talk about giving attention to your soul. We talk a lot about detoxing the body. After the holidays, we eat a lot of food. We want to detox our bodies because we start slowing down. In this series, we're going to talk about detoxing the soul, because it's important that we take care of our souls. We have to give care to our souls. What is a detox? A detox is a process or a period of time in which one abstains from or rids the body of toxic or unhealthy substances. Detoxification. You're cleansing your body. You have some detoxes that take care of detoxing the liver, detoxing the kidneys, detoxing the blood. You're just detoxing your body. You're cleansing your body because you're starting to slow down. You feel yourself getting sluggish. Well, just like with detoxing the body, we have to detox the soul. When it comes to detoxing the body, you know that you need a detox when you start feeling chronic slowness or fatigue. You feel tired all the time, or you have anxiety or depression, skin issues. That's a sign that you need to detox your body. Muscle or joint aches and pains. You have these crazy cravings. Your blood sugar is imbalanced. Insomnia, bad breath or body or odor or foul smelling stool. That's a sign that you need to detox your body. But much like toxins affect the body, there are toxins that weigh heavy on the soul. Toxins like porn, right? We take that lightly, but porn weighs heavy on the soul. Toxins like bad company. And we're going to talk about that later on in the series, because certain people that you spend time with can be weighing heavy on your soul. It can be draining your soul. And we're going to get really into that later on in the series. Envy can weigh heavy on the soul. We're going to talk about poison envy, right? When you're starting to envy a person for things that they have, that can weigh your soul down. Anger is also something that can weigh heavy on the soul. We're going to talk about that later as well. There's a righteous anger, but then there's an unrighteous anger. We're going to talk about people who stew in their anger, and some people who just explode. These types of anger weigh heavy on our soul. Pretending to be somebody that you're not. That can weigh heavy on your soul, right? And so we're going to talk a little bit. We're going to touch on that a little bit. Drugs and alcohol obviously can weigh heavy on your soul. And if you're looking at detoxifying, whether it's your body or your soul, you're going to have to lay off of the drugs and the alcohol. Shame can also weigh heavy on the soul, right? We talked about this in another message series, how our enemy will bait us to the edge. And as soon as we cross over, he starts making us feel bad, and shame can really weigh heavy on the soul. Guilt is another thing that can weigh heavy on the soul. Grief, when you lose someone, lose a job, that can weigh heavy on your soul. And here's something that a lot of people don't realize, but certain music and certain movies that we listen to and watch can weigh heavy on our souls. Now, what happens with us a lot of times is we deceive ourselves and we say a little won't hurt, right? And we believe that we can handle it. And the easiest person for us to deceive is ourselves. The easiest person for you to deceive is the person that you see when you look in the mirror. The heart is deceitful. Jeremiah says, above all things is wicked. Who can know it? And so we have to be careful that we don't deceive ourselves into believing that we can handle certain things that we really can't handle.